Going live.
Good evening, and welcome to the May 27, 2025 Board of Aldermen meeting. I now call this meeting to order. I would ask everyone to please rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I would ask the city clerk to call roll for attendance.
Alderman Gerber.
Here.
Alderman Carter.
Here.
Alderman Hughes. Alderman Kinsella.
Here.
Alderman Murphy.
Here.
Alderman Sawyer.
Here.
Alderman Schwer.
Present.
And Alderman Steinhubel.
Here.
Mayor Reed is presiding and we do have a quorum.
Thank you. And before I go on to seek a motion and second for the minutes, just a couple things I wanted to bring up. Number one, I hope everybody enjoyed Memorial Day, and I also hope they remember why we have Memorial Day. Those are for the servicemen and women who gave their lives in defense of the country. We owe them one hell of a debt of gratitude. Secondly, I'm sure everyone is aware we had a tornado in our town. Actually, I happened to need to go through Forest Park, and it was impressive, the number of huge trees that went out. And for such a long distance, it seemed like we went on for almost a mile. I believe I read somewhere that there were 1,000 trees lost in Forest Park. And obviously, the pictures I've seen in the news, North City, it's pretty horrendous. And so I am pleased to announce, really at the behest of our residents, the city will be conducting a collection drive beginning tomorrow to assist those impacted by the tornadoes. A list of the requested items has been posted on the city website and can be dropped off at City Hall, the Firehouse, or at Longview. We will also hold a collection drive on Saturday, June 7th from 9 to 11 a.m. at Town Square. And if you go on the website, you'll see there's pretty much everything they could need. I mean, cleaning supplies, paper towels, laundry, hygiene, packaging tape, gift cards, etc. And obviously, packaged food items and things like that. So I'm glad we're trying to do our bit to help out in this harrowing experience for those folks. Harrowing. Also, I want to talk a little bit about roadway safety and how the summer's coming here. Last week, there was a harrowing incident in which a dedicated city contractor working on a roadway was hit by a motorist while directing traffic. Fortunately, the individual survived the accident, but I cannot stress enough the importance of remaining attentive while driving, particularly when road crews or police personnel are present. I know at least one police officer who was assisting on the interstate, and she came very close to being hit at a very high rate of speed. As we'll hear on tonight's agenda, the city invests heavily in roadway projects and service to the community, and the safety of those folks completing this work is paramount. The summer also brings more kids to play and people out enjoying our trails, so we just want to reinforce, pay attention when you're driving. Your car is a vehicle that can cause damage. It's not an entertainment center, so focus on driving. Enough of that. All right. I would seek a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the May 12th meeting.
So moved.
Any discussion or amendment? Yes. Alderman Kinsella.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to point out that since I missed the last meeting, I did watch the video and read all of the text that was associated with the meeting as well, so I could comment on the points.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Any other discussion or amendment? All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries and minutes are approved. I'll ask the city clerk, has there been any citizen who's asked to speak?
No, sir.
Thank you. And we do not have a public hearing, we can have an appointment. At this point, I would recognize the board's opportunity to provide reports. Alderman Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Parks and Trails Commission met at Trace Park on May 20th. The commission, board members, and mayor celebrated the launch of a new pavilion with a ribbon cutting ceremony at Trace Park. The city sponsored an official opening of the mural painted tunnel at Town Square Park, originally scheduled for May 16th, the same day as all the tornadoes, will be rescheduled for later this year. The next concert is Friday, June 20th.
Thank you. And the pavilion is beautiful. Very nice. Alderman Hughes.
Thank you, Mayor. The next meeting of the Architecture Review Board is set for Monday, June 2nd, 5:30 here at the Municipal Center, and all are welcome. Thank you, Mayor.
Mr. Shaw, do you have any report?
No report tonight.
Thank you. All right, moving on to unfinished business. Bill number 25-18, supported by the board as a whole, is continued from 4/28 and 5/12/25. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the second time?
Bill number 2518 is an ordinance amending Title VI, Chapter 600, Alcoholic Beverages of the Municipal Code, specifically by the enactment of Section 600.255 and amendment of Section 600.400 regarding liquor licenses.
Thank you. I seek a motion and second to approve.
Second.
Thank you. And Mr. Gerber.
I talked to several people about this, this item on the agenda, and I had questions from them about why we don't just regulate the gambling machines by themselves. I wonder if we could have a quick explanation of why we have to attach it to a liquor license, why we can't just regulate it by itself.
Mayor, I'd like to ask Kyle Cronin, our city attorney representing us tonight, to please briefly explain that.
Thank you.
Kyle, if you'll come to the microphone, please.
I've never done that. Thank you for that question. So generally speaking, I think the way this was, the reason why this was tied to liquor licenses is because cities have a great degree of latitude in regulating liquor licenses, and there is no property interest attached to the liquor license pursuant to Missouri case law. There are also a good deal, a number of devices, I don't think this was the subject of your question necessarily, but there are a number of devices that are regulated by the state. We can't really touch those. Those are regulated by the Missouri Gaming Commission already, or the Lottery Commission. But the reason why this is tied to liquor licenses and not just some sort of other general regulation is we think the city has a lot more basis to regulate on that when they're tied to liquor licenses.
Any other discussion? Alderman Murphy.
And this might be for you as well, I don't know. Are we aware of any other surrounding communities that have similar amendments on their liquor licenses, or is this unique to us?
I believe there are surrounding communities. I can't recall them off the top of my head. Bob, do you recall any that were?
I'm not aware of any.
Okay.
There are some in the state of Missouri, but not.
I think Crestwood had something similar.
Maybe Crestwood.
But I believe there are, I just don't know them. Off the top of my head.
Not sure.
Yes.
So
Around the whole state, there are quite a few that have sought to regulate the one or the other.
Then I think we're ready for a roll call vote.
Alderman Carter.
Aye.
Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
Alderman Gerber.
Aye.
Alderman Kinsella.
Aye.
Alderman Murphy.
No.
Alderman Schwer.
Nay.
Alderman Sawyer.
Aye.
And Alderman Steingable.
Nay.
The bill passes 5-3 and becomes ordinance number 4695.
Thank you. Next, bill number 25-24, sponsored by Alderman Steingable and Berger. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the second time?
Bill number 2524 is an ordinance approving a conditional use and authorizing a conditional use permit for an accessory structure, a pool house located at 13200 Thornhill Drive in the city of Town and Country.
Thank you. I seek a motion and second to approve.
Hey, Mayor.
I'd like to make a motion to continue to our next meeting.
Do we have to have a motion and approve before we have that or not?
It's okay, we can,
Okay.
you can go ahead with the motion to
Go
continue.
ahead.
Yeah.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on that?
Yeah, we can comment. So, Mayor, last time we had a meeting, we asked the builder if he had canvassed the neighborhood, and he said yes. Al has uncovered that he did not canvass the neighborhood. And so we just like continues to make sure that the neighbors are aligned since it is such a large structure, and that the HOA is also taking a look at approval plans before we move forward with approval. Thank you, Mayor.
Sure. Any further discussion? On this motion, can we do a voice vote?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all in favor of accepting that motion?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So that carries. So are we good on that item?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can move on to number 3.
New business, bill number 25-25, sponsored by the board as a whole. Without objection, would the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2525 is an ordinance accepting the bid and authorizing an agreement with Sweeten's Sealing Services for the 2025 crack sealing program.
Thank you. Bill number 25-25 is continued to meet on Monday, June 9th for the second reading and consideration. Next, bill number 25-26, sponsored by the board as a whole. Again, without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2526 is an ordinance accepting the bid of M&H Concrete Contractors for the 2025 concrete slab replacement project and authorizing an agreement for same.
Thank you. This bill, number 2526, continues to meet on Monday, June 9th, 2025, for the second reading and consideration. Next, bill number 25-27, also is sponsored by the board as a whole. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2527 is an ordinance authorizing the city administrator to execute a professional services agreement with Arch Images for provision of consultant services associated with the municipal center and firehouse renovation project.
Thank you. This bill, number 2527, is continued to the meeting Monday, June 9, 2025, for the second reading and consideration. The warrant list is the amount of $142,201.16. I seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion or amendment on the warrant list? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried unanimously. I do not have any other business, but we'll open it up to the Aldermen if they have anything they wish to bring forward at this point. I seek a motion and second to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Have a great evening.
Thank you, too, Mayor.
That's this year's